10 seconds remaining.
I love Dota so much.
Prepare for battle.
My keyboard is not working.
Well, this is a paradox.
Thirty seconds to battle.
Uau, que dano!
Come and fight me!
Have the Solar Guardian come out. Yeah. Suddenly, Tundra are in a position where they need more heroes to go for those types of kills. And every time you force
The
them to have to commit
battle
more and more numbers, those become a little bit harder, right? So Tundra has to just be that little bit faster and a little bit quicker, and 3 runes.
Nice kick
earns him
away.
the tip.
That'll secure, yeah, the 3rd bounty rune. So, does mean he doesn't have Rolling Boulder, which I don't know if that's important or not when it comes to this lane.
They're also going to put the Earth Spirit down here again. So similar to last game, Zayats will take the safe lane with Chrysalis, not doing that CM Gyro lane, which I feel would just melt Eidolons.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, Flak is enough at the later levels. So
Yeah.
maybe they're just fine doing this. They want to set up the stronger off lane. Maybe they're worried about playing double melee into this Chaos Knight lane. Maybe it's just Rezo, you're the carry, right? Like, let's secure Resolution Dawnbreaker this game because we saw what it did last time. I mean, Gyro, like we talked about, he doesn't have to be the true one in the game. Gyro can just play for some spells, running in, being annoying, shutting down the Enigma early, and catch up later. He doesn't have to have the greatest start of his life because, again, very strong scaling Tricore from Secret if this game goes late.
It's already doing so much, Puppy. Pushing back the Snake King Mirana, blocking the easy camp as well. On the other side, Zayats actually gets a pretty nice W here and able to pull the hard camp off of Soxy. A little bit of block in here. Nisha doesn't really care too much. In fact, he slows it down. 9 in response, snowballs onto the range creeps. I don't know why, man, but little stuff like that always gets me. I love to see those cute little 1v1 matchups and how just little plays and counter plays make the difference between one CS.
Zeus wasn't doing that a year ago.
That is true. Soxa going to be run down here. Is this going to be our first blood? It's looking like it. Zayats will claim that one. Wait for Chrysalis. First blood for Team Secret already, especially with the 3 bounty runes. They're up by a K.
Yeah, that was a very fast start for them, and very nice for a hero like Ursa. And we were discussing these melee fours for Zayats in a lot of the games because this is just what he's playing. Nyx, Tusk, Earth Spirit. I think Earth Spirit is the best hero. Like
Yes.
his Nyx is crazy good. He had insane impulse late game, but this is, I think, is actually his best hero. And if this hero gets off to a good start, you just bypass a lot of positions, right? You get to the faster level 6, you get to some early items. This hero doesn't need much. You get to an urn, you get to a BKB to become a beast. So getting the first blood gold here for him in a safe lane Earth Spirit scenario is the cherry on top here for Secret. They are leading the CS board in all 3 lanes. I mean,
Seriously.
this Enigma is getting destroyed early on.
I mean, they took maybe a little bit of a risk. And as you said, they could have done Crystal Main Gyrocopter and just absolutely dumped on 33's game. But instead, they tried to make both the side lanes, or tried to win both the side lanes by putting the Crystal Maiden down there. And it's worked.
Yeah, they're just winning them both. This is a very fast start for Secret.
Meanwhile, I feel like Nisha gotten every single CS in this lane, 19 and 5. He is having a hell of a spree right now, but he is getting dangerously low all the time from Nine's spam out of shards and such.
You got a Thunder, don't miss.
Why not? Even a high ground miss. Blocked in. He's not going to be able to roll out of that one. Chrysalis will in turn pick up a decent number of those Eidolons. And actually, whoa, I didn't see that. Neutral creep got it. Oh no.
Oh, yeah, that's a decent trip to base then.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you essentially traded your life, didn't give any gold over to Tundra, and you got Eidolon kills out of it.
Those Eidolons are super nice for installs. He also gets some solo XP. Free trip for the Earth Spirit, who finished boots off the first blood gold. This little sequence is going Secret's way. I will say, nice double deny for 33. He was like denying one Eidolon with his hero and another with other Eidolons.
Yeah, I
So
did
he
see
got
that.
a couple of those out. Very small things this team does extremely well.
Yeah.
Trying to keep the advantage.
33, easily one of the best micro players in this TI. And he's putting in good work here. Once again, this time around, no neutral creep to deny them that last hit on Zayats. They will get that kill. But again, Chrysalis gets all the Eidolons. So the trade-off is not really that clear.
Pretty weird. I mean, honestly, if I was this Earth Spirit, I don't think I'd be too sad. Because it costs Tundra their combo in terms of resource, right? And it pushes the lane in because you get the flak, it shoves out, you kill the Eidolon. Kristallis will get to do this pull. He's not the one dying. He gets a bunch of solo XP. I think it's what Tundra need to do in terms of coming back to the net worth up, getting the XP for Tiny. Yeah, it's definitely not some like end-all be-all. And I mean, that's also the deadly combination of this Tiny Enigma. You just step up too far, you get all in.
A firm denial.
Zayats will have to walk all the way down here.
When was the last time we saw Tundra lose lanes like this?
This is a rough start.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get much better than this in a TI upper bracket final. You know, these are two of the best teams in the world. Secret pulling a decent lead out of these lanes, especially versus the CK.
Oh, Chrysalis maybe overextended himself a little bit. Zayats stopped Saksa in what would have been an avalanche tossback under tower with Malefice still on him. Like, that could have been a kill on Chrysalis, but Zayats put a stop to it.
This CK is just getting beat up top. He's had to invest in extra regen. The extra CM nukes doing a decent damage in terms of the economy. And he's just going to have to catch up this game. This is 3 Secret cores pulling decently ahead in this early game for only 5 minutes.
Skitter's not going to be happy with that one.
And again, this is a double global lineup. So if you fall behind, Secret pulls ahead with the levels.
Yeah.
Suddenly you have Thunder God's Wrath, you have Solar Guardian online, whereas you're trying to catch up with your own ults. By the time you get there, it's harder to use those because they have the global response.
Yeah, like one roll in from Zion could be a kill on 80 core if they're far enough ahead. This would be an all-important kill. They're going to have to snowball and do make sure to keep up with Nisha as he tries to hop over the cliff. They do have the roll in though. Maybe a little bit more damage. Nisha delivers a bunch before he goes down. Maybe Secret can collect some kills in return. 9 is so low. Puppy can throw it out. Frostbite's going to be good. And Saksa left the DD for his mid laner and may regret that choice. Nope, they're not going to go for the dive. Thinking about it. Roll in from behind, Zion's blind, trying to find Saksa, does get him down, slows him down with that double damage, puts it to work. The toss over is not good enough. Puppy will secure the last hit. 2,000 net worth lead now for Team Secret, 3-2.
Nice response from Secret to turn that mid fight around. I thought Nisha was just gone for sure, but they get the double kill out of it, they get the rune. Extra levels for these supports. Puppy's up to level 5. A lot of early damage going to come out from the CM Burster combo. Tusk is also not a hero who wants to be losing these river. Like, this is where his spells are pretty strong. He's pretty tanky. You can abuse the stack gain. Zeus is a hard hero to man up on. I respect that go attempt. These are the types of things Tundra, they need to start looking for in this game. Get the tiny Mirana going, finding these little kills and pickoffs. You have CK stun, you have Malphus. 3 stunning cores from Tundra here to set up some of these kills.
Yeah, and some of this may just come down to the fact that they lost the lanes, right? If this Chaos Knight, who's usually a hero that has so much sustain, you could chill out by yourself, but you can see the pressure
chilling.
He's not able to stay alone in this lane. So Snaking kind of always has to be here, ready to go with the arrow. Thunder God's Wrath isn't enough. The Frostbite isn't in range, so he turns around and uses it on the Mirana instead. At Puppey will be able to walk it off, but the fact that Snaking can't rotate out of this lane, I think, is debilitating to all of that aggression that Tusk wants to be able to put down.
Yeah, normally they want to be able to leave Skeeter alone at this point. Get that double support rotation cooking around their mid. 9 is the hero they often play through for that early tempo, so the side lane's going a little subpar does mean that the supports get clogged up at these random 2-on-2s. They don't necessarily want to be in for too long. 8-minute replay. Nisha was trying to jump
Dire's
forward.
middle tower is under
Thinking we'll go down to Rezo. These Tundra supports are having issues in this early game.
I'm not sure why the others call
That
this
Silencer
long.
game where Puppey was super under leveled. It was like 13 minutes in, he was still level 5.
He's having no
Not this
issues.
game, man. He is way far ahead thanks to all of these kills. Level 3 Frostbite. Maybe not. I even need the totem.
Yeah, he'll take it anyway, you know?
Roll in, kick back, nice play. 9 out of spells, needs a little helping hand. Snaking the arrow slides right on by, but was enough. Dissuade Secret, pushing in some more. They're actually going to use this to smoke. This is a cool play.
Yeah, they're going to try and activate this Tusk heading towards top.
Got it.
K is one of the easier carries to smoke through because you can just stun the guy and sets up for you easily. If Rezo heals this one coming.
Out. Right time here, or is he going to get
Heals it coming.
sticking on the hard left-hand side of the lane?
He pinged right on top of him, man.
They got a ward. Come forward now, though. 9 really goes for the pick off onto the Crystal Lane. They're going to chain stun and get that kill. Nice and easy. Now 9 needs to get out because, from the side, Nisha hopping on in. That is a trade-off that
Radiant's
Secret
bottom tower
is
is under
very happy
attack.
with, I'm sure.
Beautiful read of that move from Secret, just saying that this tiny city mid, there's only one place Tusk is going to go, right? Rezo reads the move, takes it out, says, hey, Puppey, you want to take that one for me?
He does.
Does his job. I'll get Zeus a pretty nice kill. Having a great game here early on. This is a pretty nasty Zeus game. You're counteracting the Mirana ulti with the vision. You're screwing with the multiple stun initiators from Tundra. You're forcing them to have to gap close you through all of this secret AoE. So the stronger the Zeus is, the faster he gets to that shard. All this extra damage.
Here it is. The domination we talked about. The roll-in into the global possibilities
Dire's
for
bottom
Secret.
tower is under attack.
That early
Radiant's
level 6
courier
from
has been
Rezo puts it
killed.
to good use. Get a core kill. Gyro. I mean, I was thinking this Gyro might have like a
Dire's bottom
toughish
tower
lane
is under
maybe,
attack.
and maybe he doesn't have to carry the game. And he's just leading the pack.
Regeneration.
Level 8.5.
Rushing an early Chrysalis.
Never have too many carries.
That's true.
The prize is mine.
My C-Pubs may beg to differ, but
Never have too many carries.
6-3. Team Secret, well, he did have a 2,000 net worth lead, so it has gone down a little bit. So it seems like the state of the game has at least been okay for Tundra, even though we've seen them, lose some kills and stuff like that. It seems like economy-wise, been doing all right for themselves. So I wonder how many stacks Chrysalis has available.
Well, Nisha's doing his best to steal him a bit.
There it is. He got 6 of them
Radiant's
back.
bottom tower is under
Soxa
attack.
comes in, tries to grab what he can.
I don't think Secret want to give up this jungle too early here.
Radiant's
Yeah.
bottom tower has fallen.
You're always happy to farm it out, but if Tundra's going to give you these skirmishes, I feel like Secret is pretty strong in them just because of how many levels they have on these supports. Puppey's not too afraid. You also are losing in this tier 1 trade, so that was something from the other game. Secret defended their tier 1 for a long time against that 33 Brood Visage. This game, a little different. Just going to claim it here, push himself towards the Wraith Pack the rush she will have.
Skeeter looks like he's going to call it quits on that safe lane for now, but 11.5 minutes in, safe lane tower still being up is great progress, and they will have that Wraith back coming in now for the Enigma, so who knows, they may even make a rotation back at some point. Roll in on point Elias. He's going to be able to get some serious damage onto this Enigma, but they don't necessarily have any follow-up.
Prizes must suffer.
Too many heroes here on the side of Tundra for showing up with Moonlight Shadow being used as well.
Yeah, what indeed? Too many heroes there, not expecting them all. Solar Guardian was just coming off cooldown as well. You will pay the
Dire's
price.
top tower is under attack.
Their visions and
Dive over.
It's a little bit of information, though, out of Tundra for the rest of the team. Though they're not really able to take advantage of that. I mean, I guess in many ways, Dawnbreaker is just not a hero that could take that tower. And yeah, now 33's up here. So now if you want to take that safe lane tower, you have to fight into the Wraith Pact hero. That is pretty scary.
you have to take this soon if you're Secret. Like, you have to equalize the map, open up some more space for your Gyro to farm. Remember, Gyro is this like triangle rotation farm pattern
Dire's
hero. He
top
really
tower
needs to
is
tier 1
under
down,
attack.
open up enemy jungle, and make those rotations efficient. They will finally claim
Dire's
it.
structures are fortified.
Very happy with that. Now it just comes down to these mid fights. How much does Tundra want to push this mid tower or smoke to the triangle? The answer is right now,
Yeah,
Armless CK.
Dire's
Time
top
is of the
tower
essence,
is
it
under
seems, for
attack.
Tundra.
Do not
Dire's
want to give
top
too much
tower
space to
has
this
fallen.
Secret Tricore again.
The Enigma is going to push into mid lane while the rest of the team smokes out behind the tier 1
D-ward.
tower. Great
Radiant's
D-ward read,
middle
though,
tower
from Team
is under
Secret.
attack.
Incredibly valuable here. Trying to help
Dire's top
protect
tower
this Zeus.
is under attack.
They are just chipping this tower idle and doing a decent amount of work. Pretty hard to engage for Secret here. They don't want to walk up too much. There could be CK in the trees. You don't know where this Tuskar is. He was bottom. You don't get the tier 1, but about as close as you're gonna get.
Yeah, certainly. And so an early Chrysalis and a straight up BKB, so really delaying the Aghanim Scepter a lot for Chrysalis. Feeling like he's going to need that early team fight item.
I think this build is fine. Like, the Ags is a farm accelerator, but you gotta remember what he's playing with, right? He's playing with 2 other cores that are gonna take a lot.
Sure.
He's playing with a Crystal Maiden who can soak up the farm as well. Like,
So don't be greedy.
I mean, there's just a limit to how many creeps you can eat on the map.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think early BKB is strong in this game with that Chrysalis just going in, soaking up the spells, dealing some decent physicals, making the fight happen for your other 2 cores. Because Zeus does not want to go in, and this Dawnbreaker doesn't really just want to run in first either. Right? He wants to ult on top, either an Earth Spirit roll, Gyro going in. So Gyro can frontline, it's nice. And on the flip side, this Tundra teamfight is a lot about using this Mirana ult to find the targets they want between Tiny and Tusk.
Now, tried this before. They're going to have to lead off with the Avalanche. Tumbler Toy over the side to make sure they get the toss. And a very nice pickoff for Tundra. Kind of needed too, but Secret, they're going to chase after these guys. He's got a haste rune, so he may not be able to outrun that rocket, but he can get some serious distance. So they're going to try and chase. Oh, what an interception! What a play from Mirana. Now in turn, they're going to save each other with a double onside. They're going to beautiful Avalanche. Hello, Black Hole. Goodbye, Secret.
Beautiful interception there to just turn the fight around.
Oh, and one more. Wrap it up. That'll be a team wipe for Tundra.
Whoever you want.
What
5-man wipe.
a setup.
That was just beautiful, baiting the overextension. That roll is just too deep, and of course, no Solar Guardian to come out of that fight. Like, that spell might have turned that fight around right there.
Yeah,
Super
sure.
clump, super slow, all in the Earth Spirit gun, but your Dawnbreaker sitting in the fountain
Radiant's top tower
don't
is
have
under
that big
attack.
spell to sustain you through the
Radiant
damage. And,
structures are fortified.
I mean, this chase, he has a haste rune. I'm just baiting it out the whole time. Not even sure he dies on this rolling. Like, but it's
Either
a
way,
nice
Snake
heads-up
King
play.
does his best Secret Service impression there. Protects the president. 33 comes in with the cleanup.
Snake King's a sacrificial guy, you know?
Yeah,
He's
he
happy to jump in there, take the bullet, as long as he gets the dub.
That means Tundra gotta be feeling really good about that momentum shift, especially after how hard that laning phase was for them. So the fact that they are now solidly back in control of this game, if they can get to a point where they've got the
Radiant's
pipe
top
completed
tower is
on the
under
Enigma,
attack.
then we're full tilt fight ready to go. Wraith Pack pipe, just like the
Prize
Broodmother.
is mine.
And that Wraith Pack pipe is deadly in this game, right? There's only the Dawn Starbreaker and the Gyro Black to really clear into the physical area. Everything else is just AoE magic. Yep, so that EHP
Radiant's
from Pipe
top
Wraith
tower
Pack
is
just
under
Radiant's
attack.
gonna
Top
be
tower
deadly in
has
this
fallen.
mid-game.
Now, what do you think of this pickup from Nisha? He's rushing the E-Blade. Do you think that is trying to protect people from Tusk Chaos Knight? Do you think it's trying to cut through this Wraith Pack pipe and just like really nail that single target damage? Mixture of both, maybe?
Definitely a bit of
my
both,
keyboard
right? Like, if
is
he
not
gets gap
working.
close, he can E-Blade the Tusk, who's not going to go BKB first. He's going the Deso build. So if you E-Blade him, leap away, ult him back. Nine just gets debilitated in that type of engagement. At the same time, you can e-blade yourself before one of those jumps. It's very nice. There's also a lot of chain stun potential. Like you get Malefist, you get Avalanche, there's an arrow coming through. If they commit on a chain stun target off the arrow and you e-blade that guy and it saved him from a lot of that physical burst, you can turn the fight around. Puppy flirting with danger.
Yeah, it really was.
I don't think Skeeter thought it was just him. And it was.
It really was. The rest of Secret, they were at a distance away, sneaking. They're going to try and pop him here. They're going to throw the Dawnbreaker ultimate on top of this to ensure they fast kill, but they're on the wrong side of this cliff. He's just going to try and use it to his advantage, though. They do have the shard out. There's no black hole to fear, so they can just kind of run headlong into Tundra, perhaps. A freezing field. Keep going. Does manage to get that one kill. Resolution tries to finish it off, but Dawnbreaker Hammer can't go to 3. Now Chaos Knight, Skeeter trying to get the other toggle, but Nisha's delivered. It's not quite enough. The toggles keep going. Frostbite going out. Now Crystal is slow. Black Cannon shots one after the other, but Skeeter stays alive through it all. He toggles through everything.
Nisha got stuck on that high ground cliff too, trying to position, just stay out of range, but it's not enough to finish off that CK. Skier lives through it all. You saw the type of fight Skier wanted to take, taking the Wraith Pack down early. These Tundra heroes are tanky, man. Like, the damage is done, right? You have 2,000 HP to cut through on this Tusk, 1,000 on this CK. A nice way to start out killing the support for free. Then you're like stuck in this clump engagement. You're getting multi-avalanched. That shard ended up slowing down the gyro as well. Just can't commit it instantly. Turns into a very awkward engagement. You also have to think about these midnight pulses just getting thrown down and burning you for the whole time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This kiting, I mean Skeeter, it draws him in so deep with this armlet toggling that now Chrysalis is heavily overextended. His lifesteal is not enough sustain to deal with all this bits of damage being thrown at him. And now,
in one of those long fights.
Yes.
They get multiple Tuskar spells off. It's a perfect scenario for them.
Trying to hammer away, but here comes the snowball. 9 knocks him out.
I was just giving
Looks for a little bit more too. The shard locking in Puppy. May have gotten the D-ward, but he won't make it out alive. Nisha barely able to jump away before the Tiny could grab him. Toss him to his allies. 5,000 net worth lead for Tundra. They continue to grow and continue to take more and more of the map away from Secret.
The Tundra like 5-man skirmish that they use this Tiny and Mirana combo so well for him. No cooldowns they really have to wait for. They don't really care about Black Hole this game. They're ready to fight off the stuns, get their carry involved. Skeeter having a way more impactful game this time around. Level 13 top in the charts. He's just been involved in everything. Him and this Tuskar tag team. There's not enough armor or survivability to deal with the physical burst right now. Pushing Secret to the back foot. It's going to give a lot of space to this Tundra lineup to soak up the map. And if there's one thing we've seen in the series, it is these two supports between Soxa and Snake King. And they find farm and they find it very fast.
Yes, they do.
I don't even know where they find this much farm to be honest. And Soxa's pushing up close to Rezo, right? Very different from last game.
Yeah, certainly. Not the same kind of game where Rezo was just able to hang out in side lanes and farm non-stop and enjoy the occasional team fight. Tundra's actually putting an effort in shutting him down first, smoking him at the start of any of these rotations.
That's the best way to do it. You take the Dawn or Zeus out, you remove a lot of that counter initiation.
Yeah.
You get a nice BKB timing here. That is one of the downsides of the Secret lineup, right? The pipe for Tundra is super powerful. The BKBs next is powerful. There is not a lot to interfere with those durations, and they can get a lot done because the physical burst is just so high.
Maybe catching Snake King here. Get that smoke. Don't need to use Thunder God's Wrath. Hold on to it for now. That was the smoke rotation. They didn't find anything in the triangle like they wanted. They end up, well, they'll have to be content with a Priest of the Moon kill because that's all they got. Wow, ooh, BKB timing of it. They hit the pipe. That already feels bad enough for Secret. You hit this BKB timing on Skeeter. I don't know what Secret does.
Rough. I mean, at that point, these Wraith Pack lineups can always just go into the pit and force the Roche.
Yeah.
Right, you have Deso on Tusk with tag team as well. Even has Brigand's Blade on top.
Feels like it's going to be a long time before the Gyrocopter's damage becomes relevant enough to carry through against BKB Wraith Pack pipe.
That's just not doing enough right now.
No.
Too much magic AoE, not enough cleave here through this. And again, Tundra just spamming out the map, right? Their supports are so obnoxious at just running down these side lanes, forcing you to react. You see the idol on top, making people show, making you split up while they get slightly more out of the map every minute that ticks by. Crazy efficient of getting farm on everybody, and they make it pay off too. Their itemizations are very good. Again, Force Staff already out for snaking here. Another one being built by Soxa, so double Force Staff once again. That is their MO. It's going to bail out the cores even more.
They're ready to go.
They are always ready.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Regeneration.
Trying to tackle that area of the map that Radiant uses to farm up so much. That Radiant Triangle, where we typically have a Gyrocopter who's going to be farming up Ancient. They couldn't actually catch anybody there, but it did clear out enough space where they feel comfortable going back to do Roshan, right? Because Secret is just, I mean, if they're not going to challenge that immediately,
Dire's
Roshan just
bottom
needs to man quickly.
tower
So
is
they just pick up
under
more Skeeter. Ooh, accidental BKB pop, I believe.
Haste.
He doesn't need it, you know, sending a message here. Yeah, Roshan cannot dodge the smoking. That's that great pack force fight that Secret just can't take right now. They just need more farm. They need on the Stormbreaker, and he's just not getting this face, man.
He really is
solo.
not. 9 might just be able to 1v1 him here. Renzo not gonna be able to TP out in time. Soxa is there for the cleanup.
And this Tusk has just been incredibly annoying for the Stormbreaker. Yes. The amount of interrupts he has, the physical burst versus a hero that does not build armor for a long time.
And he has
Very
racked
nice
up
counter.
some serious Desu charges too. He's at 12 already.
Radiant's top tower
Try and
is
find
under
his tiny
attack.
net.
And kick back. A lot of magic damage. There's that E-Blade being put to use.
Dire's
They
middle
can
tower
catch
is
somebody
under
out of the
attack.
way of the Enigma.
Radiant's top tower is under
No raid
attack.
back, no pipe. They do get bursted very quickly.
Very true. It's like the Veil from last game. You have this much magic damage. It makes all of your stuns count for just that much more. It'll push Gyro almost to the top of the charts here. So Stallis is still going for that Ags. He's just going to try and scale it up in a late game Gyro with Ags Satanic. One way to
Radiant's
try and
top
deal with
tower
the
is under
burst
attack.
blink without a save behind you. There's one save in this game, you know, it is a very long way away, but Earth Spirit Ags.
That's true.
Shan Remedy. Turn someone to stone, kick them away. Might be something to play for super far down the line, but of course, Tundra's going to have a field day before then.
Certainly. Especially given the fact you said, you know, they have 3 cores that all want to farm up on the side of Secret. They've only got a quarter of the map that they own, so really nothing is left for Zayat to complete his BKB, let alone that Aghanim Center. So it's going to have to be through fighting. And a fight is immediately going to be forced onto Chrysalis.
BKB forced.
Has to use the BKB, cannot get caught into a team fight against a Chaos Knight with its Aegis and a BKB.
Definitely not. Even the Mage Slayer on top of the CK going to give him the extra resistant tankiness in these engagements. Not to mention, if he ever lands hit on Zeus, just reduce the damage.
Look at this, Tundra's saying, okay, that side of the map, they can't play. Let's go to the other side of the map immediately.
Yeah, Moonlight Shadow in one as well.
They can't find a Gyrocopter, an opportunity to be able to burst him out almost instantly. There he goes. The response from Secret, they tried to do some damage to the Tiny, only got him to half health. They fully give up now, leaving Puppey behind. Everybody else is going to be able to get out. Yep, we're good.
Radiant's
These
courier
AoE
has been
spells just
killed.
do nothing into the auras, man.
Yeah, seriously.
You have to keep your cores alive here. Tundra are just playing more and more net worth, lead up
Radiant's
to
middle
10k
tower
here,
is under
using
attack.
his Aegis to perfection, open up the map. Suddenly, Secret's stuck in a corner again. I feel like that's been the story this whole series.
Yeah, kind of. At that game 2, we heard our analysts come in and talk about how they felt like it was just one team fight away from Team Secret being able to go rank over the game, and they eventually did do that. I'm not convinced that there's that same kind of win condition here in this 3rd game.
That game had Rezo at top of the charts with like 9-1. This game, he has just been destroyed by this
Radiant's
Tusk
middle
and Enigma
tower
on the
has
map.
fallen.
Doesn't have the same physical impact as last game. Now you're getting tossed back.
Oh, they can't afford to lose 9. Seisha, he's going to be pulled over to the side, tries to get him out of the way, but no chance. 33 tries to run the black hole, doesn't actually catch what he wanted out of that, but still great fight for Tundra.
Radiant's
Let's hit
middle
high ground.
tower is under attack.
The snowball getting
Radiant's
larger
structures
every
are
minute here. The
fortified.
aura's just
Dire's
nothing to fight through it here for
structures are
Secret.
fortified.
Turning into a death ball of a game.
It certainly is. Tundra, they're gonna force it. Like game one, they chilled out, they took so much, they just built up this network bigger and bigger and bigger. It looks like here in this situation, 26 minutes in, they're gonna claim a full lane of barracks. Team Secret, without Nisha, without a buyback there, there's no way they can hold high ground. That is their big high ground hero. Game one, they had the Magnus. This game, they've got Zeus. That's the best they have to offer.
I don't even think he can really walk up. Is he even doing anything to them at this point?
Is under attack.
Way too much tankability on this Tundra side.
Glyph is down. The tier 3 is almost falling. His Tundra's gonna force this for 2.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They immediately do get the kick back onto the Enigma. Is that who they really want to go for, though? They've lost their 2 supports for it. They're gonna buy back. But are they going to get anything for this? Even with the extra life, Schlubby TP's in. Instant dieback. Rizzo turns around. Use the match meter. Needs to get rid of Malphus, but he's just dragged back in by Skeeter. Run down through the side. Side trying to get the opening. The Dawnbreaker ultimate. It's gonna land and do a lot here with an AoE stun. But all these heroes on a bit of HP. They do not have enough to be able to cut them down. They need more damage. Crystal's trying to deliver. They finally do get it. They bring down the Chaos Knight. Run over the Enigma. Trying to chase for more. Snaking. Gets out. Completes his TP. Tundra. They just did a serious economic blow, and maybe a very real blow as 9 takes down Resolution. After that fight, Nisha, you cannot let him get away with this one. He's gonna E-play. No, he's the lightning bolt. He's gonna TP out. Oh no, Secrets.
9 playing with his food in this game, man. Putting the BKB to great use here. This Tuskar is going in and out of the fight. It's just way too annoying for Secret. They don't have the hard stuns to lock these heroes down. Double Force Staff as well. And like we see, the damage just takes so long to bring any of these heroes down.
Yep.
I mean, it's a triple buyback from Secret in their base defense. Don't even have Black Hole for this engagement. The Enigma's just a damage thing. But he sinks a lot of it.
And it's only because of this buyback here. Just a beautiful ult from Resolution that ultimately sets them up to be able to clean up the fight and just not lose the game outright. Also, Skeeter losing the game just midway through that one. Nisha's been caught though. He played. Oh, he doesn't have a hop, but he does have a blink dagger. He blinks away.
That was close as you can get. Still a blink on CK.
That was Game Bender right there, and they might still get it, and they do.
Radiant's bottom
One more buyback left for Secrets. And again, is it even enough? Can the Zeus even push them away from this lane? I don't think so.
Tundra had enough of the long games in the first 2. Decided to kick it up a notch.
X-Blink back with rolls right into the middle of Tundra. A trap beautifully set and sprung by Skeeter. Stops the initiation entirely. There is still a tier 2 up at the top lane, so Tundra cannot take Mega straight up. But they're only a few minutes away and a couple of movements out from being able to get that potential last team fight forced upon Team Secret.
I don't see a way to fight this 5-man. I just don't see it. Where's the damage coming from? Even if you land everything on everybody, it's just not there. Heroes are too tanky. Triple BKB is now online, so now you have to worry about BKB Black Hole on top of everything else. Tundra just closed this map out so fast. The Death Ball came online, you lose one fight, suddenly you're in a position where you lose Aegis, that converts into a Rax mid. They never looked back. Secret looking perhaps the last team fight of this series.
What do they need?
They need a Divine Rapier. Crystals has a queued, but he is a long way off.
Okay, what do they need to win this fight in order to get to that Divine Rapier?
They need a Divine Rapier.
Well, maybe Tundra will buy one for him. Oh, look at that triple bounty rune just casually sitting back on the dire side of the map. So,
Invisibility.
you know, Tundra, chill out. Take your time. Wait for Roshan.
Die,
There is very little rush here.
The prize is
They're
mine.
just farming it up. Both their supports ahead of the enemy 3. This insane amount of utility coming out. You have full Lotus on this Piranha, Drum on top of it. Sox has got 4-staff fuels. I mean, these supports are incredibly hard to kill. You have to commit a large amount on them in the first place, which you don't want to because they're not even the big damage dealers.
Yeah.
Near impossible situation for Secret to play out of here. I think really this is Divine. You just have to find a way to get to it and hope the flags are enough. Because I don't think any other item is going to cut through this damage in a base defense.
What if Tundra goes high ground before that? Because that's looking like a very real possibility. I mean, you should, like, tradition says you should probably wait for Roshan.
Radiant's top tower.
But God, what if
has
they did? What if they did go for that high ground? What if they just end the game right there? Could they just potentially seal their grand finals appearance? You gotta wait though.
Dire's bottom
Wait
tower
for the
is under
Roshan.
attack.
Puppy
knows he's here.
Doxa. I don't know how he knew, but he's gonna find him. You're not getting away from this one, Puppy. All that far.
No, I do not.
Something's gonna get taken
Right.
away by 9.
Stalls out the game a little bit.
True.
I think Soxa was just predicting that this is where Gyro's going to go. Like,
Yeah.
where else is he going to go to farm?
And then he found a Crystal Maiden farming the ancient.
Takes that too, but that was a beautiful read.
Dire's
The
bottom
way these guys are
tower is
reading the
under
map and
attack.
the movements. Absolute perfection here.
It really does feel like they've cut it down to the science process of elimination. They just
Dire's
can't farm
bottom
these
tower
areas
has
of the map.
fallen.
Go to the few parts that they can. Just look at what Crystallis has to do in this. He's been hugging the side lane of the trees. He pops out, tries to get a little bit of farm in this bottom lane where he can. He can buy the relic, but Divine, the full-out Divine is so far away.
Relic ain't doing it.
They need something much bigger, much grander to be able to cut through Tundra. Smoked up around the Roshan spawning here. Look for an opening, see if they can find anybody. Nobody's showing. Okay, let's check that Roshan pit. Oh, hey, look at that. Big guy spawned. We could take Aegis and Shard.
Dire's
the-
bottom tower
You get
is under
the
attack.
that victory shard.
And between Skeeter and 9, potential 2 Royal Roaders. They're both looking. First time TI appearance. Getting to that grand finals.
And the nullifier done for this Tuskar, so any sort of save mechanic that would have come out is no longer there, which Secret aren't even getting there. It's pretty much just the E-Blade. It's kind of just itemizing ahead at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, it is all on this Gyro Reaper, which, like you said, I don't know if we're getting there. Tundra can just walk down top. It's a mental death ball.
And even if he does get it, he's got no sustain whatsoever. He doesn't have lifesteal.
Yeah,
so
it's no guarantee
he might just get one shot. Nine might just show up, punch him in the face. Last jaw gets knocked out. There goes the Divine Rapier.
That is Dota. Sometimes punching someone in the face is stronger than Divinity.
13-31, 33 minutes in. Feels like this game 3 has just been a slow, constant progression of Tundra building up that snowball bolt. Realistically, Team Secret are left in just one crazy good hold. And if they do manage to succeed, they could get themselves back into the game. We could have this windfall of net worth going their way. But as it stands, there it is right there.
Well, Gabe has decided.
No shot.
Honestly, from a
Down,
theoretical
off
perspective, I think it might be true. But of course,
Everything
Dota
breaks down on the TI main stage,
yes,
right?
Dota is not played in the theoretical realm. It is played in the Coliseum. Stakes can be made, so there is still a glimmer of hope here. Our main tags on Nisha give them some extra damage at the stun here.
Okay.
Of course, we are still a little bit off that Divine.
And even when he has the gold for it, how do they get out there to buy it?
That is a bigger problem.
Yeah, because you can't just rely on the courier.
I mean,
that might
his
get
courier
sniped.
is already in the tree, so he's prepping for it.
That
but
is so scary.
that is a risky courier to run, man.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you might not even get there. Tundra's just in your way.
They're setting up. They got the initiation. They're going to bring down the Dawnbreaker first. The arrow comes out. He's dead. No buyback there. Zion's trying to disrupt whatever he can. The snowball on back. He's going to be able to finish up Zion. The puppy balls as well. 3 dead. No buyback. Tundra maybe don't even need the Megas. Maybe they just deliver the final blow to Team Secret, knocking them down to lower bracket.
He'll have to fly it through here on the side. The last
How
hope.
is he going to be able to sneak it through? Will anybody notice his courier? He's going to slip on by for now.
Radiant's
But
top barracks.
Megas is going to be
Radiant's
claimed.
top barracks.
Team Secret. Oh no, he's going to be hit. He does go up. Divine Reaper does go to work, but you can see they're actually decently tanky. Crystal's got to get back to it, but he's just going to get blacked out immediately. Divine Rapier picked up. Divine Rapier dropped. And that is it. Tundra are going to the grand finals.
In an absolute dominating fashion for this game 3. Those first 2 games pretty rough and tumble, but this just cemented their dominance in this tournament. They are definitely the favorites going into that grand finals. Just no one can break the way these guys play the map, out-farm you, out-efficiency you. They find the picks, your lanes collapse, your jungle disappears. It is clinical, man. There are just no mistakes that come out on this side when they're functioning on all cylinders. And games look like this. You get deathballed out of nowhere from that 20-minute mark to the 30-minute mark. All downhill.
just going to come down to that